And welcome back to the Mountain Morning Show. So glad that you were with us on this terrific Tuesday. I know it's so tough, isn't it, to get up and get moving after you've had this long, amazing holiday, and then it's like, oh, I really have to go back to work today. But it's a short week, so there's an upside to this, so you only have 4 days. But right now, we want to tell you about an event that's coming up, Hearts and Bikes, okay? Does that have your curiosity flowing? Well, we're going to tell you more about it. Alex is here with her father. I'm so sorry. I said, oh, so they introduced themselves and they have the same last name, and so I just assumed they're this young, gorgeous married couple. And no, I just figured, you know, well, a little older, and he was smart, married young, so he could enjoy life a little longer. Anyways, Alex and her dad, I'm sorry, Josh. Jason are with us this morning. Okay, I am so curious about, first of all, this event, Hearts and Bikes. Tell us about that.
Well, it all started on a road trip home from Las Vegas, our home in Vegas.
Okay.
And I'm looking at the road, and I asked my dad, is it possible to ride a bike from Salt Lake to Vegas? And he looks at me and he's like, yeah, it's a long way. It's really hard.
That canyon's going to be something to get through, isn't it?
Yeah. And so me being like a rash 16-year-old, I'm like, oh, let's do it.
Okay.
So from there, it just grew really fast.
Well, and you know, when you sat down and we started to talk, and we've only had a couple of minutes to even get acquainted, and one of the things when you said, we said Hearts and Bikes, her face immediately lit up. So I said, whose idea was this? And she just started to grin. And I said, this was you, wasn't it, Alex? And she went, it absolutely was. You could tell that this is really something you're very passionate about.
Definitely.
And so a bike ride from Salt Lake to Vegas.
Exactly.
Why? Why are we going to ride our bikes from Salt Lake to Vegas?
Well, at first it was like, just to see, like, what can I do? Mm-hmm. How far can I go, right? I've never done anything like this before. And then it started to have a cause, right, and got big and big, and so now we've got this charity behind us, and we're doing it to build a home for a Navajo family in a reservation, on a reservation.
And that is so awesome. I think a lot of people probably don't fully understand how important that is and the difference that one home will make on a reservation. Now, is it in Utah or is it in Arizona? Where's the home going to be built? Do you know?
Built them. The organization spans across both.
Oh, they span, okay, so across a couple states where there are Navajo reservations.
Yes.
And why did you choose that particular organization to kind of back?
Well, for one, it's close to home. I mean, no one knows there's third world conditions only 6 hours away from our homes.
Exactly.
We have a good friend of mine is the head of the organization, so it's personal, close to my heart, and it's a worthy cause, I believe so.
No, and I think you're absolutely right. It is a worthy cause, and I can't believe, first of all, Jason, how has this been for you as dad? You end up having to, you know, well, first of all, she's a very astute, very, very intelligent 16-year-old. But I'm sure there's a lot of work still involved for you, but it seems like your passion is as strong as hers is when it comes to this ride and to dedicating the time and the energy to the organization.
Yeah, it's been a ton of work, but what a parenting opportunity. I couldn't pass up on it. So when my daughter says, I want to do something that's incredibly hard.
Okay.
Now, she has no idea how hard it was going to be until we started doing the training rides.
Okay.
When she said that, I said, all right, and it's fitness, and then it began to involve friends, and a fantastic cause, so I couldn't let the opportunity pass up.
Yeah, I mean, it just sounds, so we're talking about what? How many miles from Salt Lake to Las Vegas? How many miles is this ride?
565 miles.
Oh my. Okay, and so how many days are you planning to take to get this done?
6 days.
Okay.
100 miles a day.
I was going to say, that's still 100 miles a day.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, so have you gone through the canyon already?
We've ridden every segment of our trail.
You?
Not back to back, but we've pieced it apart and done every part of it.
Okay.
You're thinking of Virgin River Canyon. We actually go around that.
Oh, do you go around Virgin River?
Go around through Kanab and through Colorado City, and then loop back in through Hurricane and back into St. George.
Okay,
So
so that's why. So you've added there's a few extra miles added there because of going around the Virgin River Canyon. Okay, so that's, because I was really worried about that. I don't even like driving that canyon.
That's
so
scary.
I was just imagining you having to, you know, pedal through there. I thought that would be tough. Can people get involved, and how can people help?
We have donations, of course. We've got pledges per miles or just flat donations.
Okay.
You can go to our website, www.heartsandbikes.com, and click on donations, and then right there you can make a pledge or donate.
Okay. And how's it doing so far? How's the response been to the ride?
We just started raising funds for it, but as for people actually participating in the actual ride, we've got several, a surprising amount of people.
Do you?
Yeah. We
Really?
have 40 that are going on the ride and 12 that are doing the entire thing.
So are they doing it in a team of 12? Is that what you're doing?
Yeah.
So it'll be broken down into so many miles each day for so many members? Is that how it's going to work?
Well,
Okay.
everybody rides the whole, in the group of 12, everyone intends on riding the whole 565 miles.
Really?
And then the remainder are either road crew or they're riding 20 to 30 miles a day. You know, kind of we cherry pick the best segments for those folks to ride to see all of Utah all the way down to Las Vegas.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so how long have you been training, Alex?
First time I got on a bike was 2 months ago.
No.
Yeah.
See, to be young and 16.
How many miles do you figure you've ridden since then?
Almost 1,000.
Have you really? Okay, so
Yeah.
you're pretty ready for this, aren't you?
Lots of work's gone into this so far. So.
I was going to say lots of work, but you know what I think is so wonderful and so compelling is the fact that not only have you had to physically get ready, but you've also had to do all of the logistical work building up to the ride as well, haven't you?
I've been involved all the way through, so.
So you've been busy. I cannot.
Lots of
Do you
work.
live in you guys live in Vegas?
We have a home in Vegas. I live in Bountiful, actually.
Okay, and so you're a high school, you're going into your junior year?
Junior year.
Junior year? What high school are you at?
I'm at a school in Sandy called Waterford.
Oh, very good. Okay, so that's what's happening, Dad. You're raising a brilliant young lady here, huh? Good education, and you're on your way. So how many of your friends, how many other teenagers have you been able to coax into doing this with you?
I actually only have like one of my friends going.
Really?
You know, it's a lot of work, it's a lot of time. Got lots of older people, but I'm the youngest.
We're
in the
older
crew.
people, by the way.
Yeah, older, ancient.
That's okay. You need older people to get through this, right?
Exactly.
Because you've done a lot of work. I think it's so fantastic. And will we be able to see the results of the ride? Like, will we get to see pictures of the home and the family that's going to receive them and things like that? Will there be an opportunity
Yes,
for that?
yes.
Okay. And have you been involved in other organizations, or is this your first big event?
This is my first event.
This is your first big one.
Well, we do the Living Christmas, but
That's true.
yeah, we have a Christmas foundation that I participate in with my family.
Okay.
So there's that too. But
That's
this is the
so
first big thing.
fantastic. That's so fantastic. You're definitely to be commended for this. And I think
Thank you.
we need to encourage everyone to definitely get involved. Support Alex. I mean, you know what? This is a 16-year-old who could be doing a lot of other things, but has opted to get involved in helping people that, you know, like she mentioned, 6 hours away. There are people that are living in third world conditions. And I think we often don't think about that as we're driving through these deserts and looking beyond what's really out there and seeing that there are people that are suffering, that are living a very, very difficult life in heat during the summertime, in very, very cold conditions during the winter, and they're surviving not in the nice comfort of a home like so many of us are. So tell us the website one more time, Alex, that people can go to.
It's www.heartsandbikes.com.
Okay, and they can donate there, make pledges there. And is there a particular amount that you're trying to raise? What's your goal amount that you need to reach?
To build one house, it costs about $10,000.
That's it.
That's all.
That's all.
You know what? I mean, we hear there are people that spend that on shopping sprees, right? Let's just be realistic with that. You need $10,000 to build a house.
Yeah.
So realistically, if you raised $30,000, would that afford you the opportunity to build 3 homes on that reservation?
That's right.
That's right.
Okay, so that's what it would be. So I think that's a great way for people to consider it. Think about the fact that the more that you donate, the more people are going to be able to benefit and receive from this. And to think of the fact that a 16-year-old girl is going to be out there on a bicycle raising money, not for herself. Nothing's coming to you, right?
Nope.
She's not being compensated for her ride, for her 500 plus miles that she's going to ride to help these Navajo families. I think it's fantastic. Thank you so much for being here this morning. Give us the website one more time. Tell these people why they need to do this.
www.heartsandbikes.com. Raising money for our